Okay, let's get May going. I can't believe how much stuff I shove in here, but look how thick this guy's getting, and I'm almost, what I can't believe is that I'm almost done with it. Look at that. Is it gonna focus? Yeah, there we go. We've just got that much left, so I'm gonna guess, I'll have to count the pages. Definitely May will fit in here. What I'm questioning is June, because I don't want to like weirdly, if I'm gonna start a new notebook, it's gonna start with a new month. You know what I mean? As much as I'd love to use up, like say like, oh, I finished this whole notebook, I don't know. I think it would bother me to like have to start a new one mid-month, so we'll see. But yeah, we're getting we're getting slim here. So anyway, what did I want to look at though? I always want to check. Yeah, this really worked out last month of doing the whole page for the card of the month and this with favorites. I just kind of like this aspect. So yeah, we're gonna do that again for sure. I've got some new washies that just came in today. I was waiting to do this until they came. They're from Katie Daisy, who makes the like how to be a how to be a wildflower, how to be a moonflower decks, those. I found her Etsy shop. And I got some washies I'm super excited about. So we've got this seed packet one. We're definitely going to use that today because 'tis the season. I got this honeycomb one because I've been loving using that bee tarot that was a favorite from last month. But I realized, I was like, I've got nothing. I've got a bee stamp, and that's just about it when it comes to bees. And then I just had to get these butterflies. Did I need them? No, but I like them. And then, oh, this quilt pattern I just really liked. So yeah, I think we're gonna, what do I want to use? We're definitely doing the seeds. Do we want to use that too? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's, though, I'm unprepared. Let me get my stencil first. Okay. Now I love that pink we did last month. I think this month we're going to do purple. This, or like a light lavender, I should say. We're just going to start there because seems right. Hopefully, yeah, it'll be dark enough, especially if I go over it a few times like that. I might have just got some green into that because I did not clean this off. Oops. Well, it's multicolored. That's okay. Oh, it's like still on the marker. Okay, well, that's fine. It looks really okay. This one's gonna probably be even worse. Will I fix it though? Of course not. Of course not. We're just gonna let it be. Okay, this month is tie-dye now. Slay! Do I really fit cards of the month there? That seems wild. I do. Jeez. Okay, well that's pretty light. We definitely gotta do... Ooh, wait, that's kind of cool. Is it? Am I making that up? No, I think it's cool. Okay. Ooh. You know what I have? Wait a second. I know what we're gonna do for this section right here. For where I put my deck favorites. Yes. Which one? I got these from Paper Treats. With my order, I got these little, like, papers. It was so nice. Eek. Okay, this one. Obviously. Okay. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for all the noise. Why I don't just bring over everything I need, I don't know. I think because it's like everything has its spot, and I'm so bad at, like, I always move stuff around, so I'm like, if I just kind of go back and forth, I won't lose things. However, it's not the easiest way to go about life, but hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, let's crack open one of these washies, though. I think we're up to needing some washi. Aha. Found the perforation. Okay. This is so cute. These seed packets. Oh my gosh. Where is the end? There it is. Got no nails right now. They are a little worse for the wear. And also filled with dirt. Now that it's gardening season. That's okay. Okay. We got it. Oh, so pretty. Oh, that's so cute. That's so perfect. Do we want to keep that going onto the next page, or do we want to use something different? No, I think it'd be really cute to just continue it. I'm feeling that idea. As much as part of me wants to, like, add something different, because I always love adding something different, that is cute. Okay, stickers. I just got this new sticker book, mostly to use when I bring my cards and a journal outside, but it's not in that bag yet, so let's get into it. See if there's anything we want to add. Or, ooh, oh wait, no, we're gonna do this. Look it. There's a, I ripped it, no! I can fix this. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. This lilac? Oh, that's kind of big though. YOLO. Yeah, it's not bad. That's okay. Pretty. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, what else is in season right now? I don't know. Ooh, a lot of roses in here. That's exciting. Ooh, tulips. I should add tulips to the other page, I think. That would be nice. Let's do that. Or should I do... we're sticking it. It's happening. Okay. I love that. Now, do I want to add anything to the other page? That's the question. Because I'm going to have pictures of the cards, But I guess it doesn't hurt to just have something. So let's add this single tulip down here, I think. Yeah, I like that. And let's do here. This will be cute. We'll do these little butterflies. Ooh, I love it. Cutie. Yeah, and that leaves plenty of space to write and all that jazz. And so, no, I need to start dinner. So, yeah, to be continued. Okay, I'm back. So let's open up, oh, there's my voice went away. Let's open up my May reading. And I've got I got a new pen to use. This is from Amazon, but I think the brand is Jin Hao. Isn't it so cute? I've got purple ink in there, so I think that'll fit the vibe. But let's open up our May cards. Okay, what did we get? So, our grandmother. Ooh, grandmother desert exposure. No way to, oh, I bent my card, bummer. No way to avoid the journey before you now. Exposed, burn off doubt. Okay. Ooh, with the flower of thunder. I think that's the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take my pictures of these, print these out, and then we will get our notes in there. This is actually, I ended up, for a few days later now, I got just very distracted apparently, but oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. This might be my favorite monthly spread yet. Isn't that so good? I love it. Okay, let's condense here. All right. Got my pictures. We're gonna have to go in this corner. Perfect. All right, now let's start with the oracle. We are in, what section is this? Ooh, destruction grandmothers. Yeah, right, that makes sense. The heat in Grandmother Desert's scene is almost palpable, conveyed through feverish oranges and browns that seem to shimmer in the intensity. Even the sky holds fire, burning pink broken only by a slight and infrequent breeze that does little to lessen the sensation of complete, unrelenting exposure. The only escape from this dry, dusty landscape is through, on foot, by the power of your own volition. When Grandmother Desert appears, crossing the sand in the direction of the sun is unavoidable. Gird your loins and start traversing whatever situation lies before you. Begin right where you are and walk like you mean it. Even though the exposure to her heat is unavoidable, Grandmother Desert reminds you that her destructive quality also has the capacity to burn off any doubts in yourself as you continue along the path. Okay, now this is the quote from the grandmother. I know it might feel hard or unfair what I'm asking you to do. I'm not picking on you, sweetheart. Everyone crosses my path in some form or another, and I promise I'll do my best to help you find your way. I know you can do it. Remember that when you feel the heat of my embrace and the burn of my kisses on your hair and skin, let your time with me sanctify your knowing and lay bare your purpose too. Ooh, okay. So from that, I think the line that's in my brain is the only way forward is through. Then we're gonna write her destructive quality also has the capacity to burn off any doubts in yourself as you continue along the path. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's, that feels intense. Awesome. Let's see. Flower of Thunder. Yes, this is in the Queen of Swords position. The natural state of my mind is clarity. I soar with the wings of my true heart. With lightning bolts of clarity in her talons, our flower of thunder has proven superior to the storms that have challenged her. Soaring above with strength and beauty, in this moment you are offered inspiration for sound judgment and resolute will. Here you sit with honesty, clear sight of what is right and wrong, and tactfulness in expressing your truth. From seed where you took your first leap, to root where you trained inwardly, you now emerge as flower, where you bloom and soar, shedding light and clear direction. Wow. Okay, well, I like to definitely write the kind of main, like, kind of affirmation message we're given there. So we're going to do that, which was the natural state of my mind is clarity. I soar with the wings of my true heart. Then I think I want to write that first sentence there. With lightning bolts of clarity in her talons, our flower of thunder has proven superior to the storms that have challenged her. Okay. Perfect. Wow. Okay. Well, it seems like I'm curious to see how that plays out. It doesn't feel, I guess, super scary per se, but it sounds like there might be some challenges this month. But I suppose aren't there always in some way or another? Okay. Wow, I really love how this turned out. That is so exciting. Hello. So I am getting into my Fellowship of the Weavers monthly medicine for the month of May. and I thought I'd bring you along because I don't think I'm not shown much of this this year so far. I don't really know why. I think because I wasn't really sure how to do it without like giving away Dawn Michelle's very, very hard work. You know what I mean? I think it's just like, I'm so aware, like, she puts so much hard work into this that I'm like, I can't risk, like, accidentally, I feel like I'm leaking things. Even though I'm pretty sure she shows it in her videos, I don't know. Anyway, we're looking at this month. So this is it's a narrative tabletop style tarot practice. I'm sure even if you're not doing it, you all know from watching Dawn's videos. But this month is, and the story kind of following the storyline gives the months certain themes. Sometimes they're not themed, but this particular month is. It is the crossroads to. No, that was last month. Hold on. I didn't do the cover pages. Oh no. What did I do? I know I printed them out. Oh my gosh, no, I just wasn't I just wasn't flipping to the end of the book. Everything's fine and dandy. So we're on chapter 5 of the story now, and we're at the Mermaid's Cove. So, mermaid, ocean theme, of course, this month. So here's my little cover page inventory. So the decks I'm using. I think what's gotten me so, I don't know if I want to say the most excited, because I don't think I could truly pick that, but what's gotten me very excited with this practice is I'm just pulling out decks, like themed decks that maybe I don't kind of go to so much. It's just not like a theme that fits my day to day. But they're decks I still really like. So, and this kind of like ocean mermaid theme is, did you hear that thunder? This is a big one for me. And I don't have, compared to other things, I really do not have many like mermaid oceany decks because it just doesn't do it for me. I'm not really an ocean gal. I don't really like sand. That's really what it is. I don't like sand. Don't like it. I'll do it though. Like, I don't hate it to the point where I'm like, I'm not going to the beach. I'll go. But I don't need to be there that long. You know what I mean? Anyways, but I like the theming, but it's not something I really relate to a bunch. But the decks I do have, like if I have one though, that means I love it. I think it's really great, but I don't pull it out a bunch. That was so much explanation for that. What the heck? Who lets me talk that much? Anyway, let's just get to the deck. Oh my god. Myths and Mermaids. So, true mermaid deck. I've got this one, and I've got the Karen K. Oracle of the Mermaids, maybe? Is what it's called? She's got the Oracle of the Fairies. I think it's Oracle of the Mermaids, which, I love that one. I love that one so much. To me, that one is like true beach feel. I took it on vacation with me last year. Actually, it was this time last year. Kind of. And obsessed. I was obsessed with it. So choosing between those, it's kind of hard. But then I was thinking like, okay, but we're in this kind of like fantasy theme. When I'm thinking about fantasy world mermaids, I'm thinking more that kind of like siren type feel. And that's what this deck gives me, which is why I own it, because no, I personally don't feel like I need 2 mermaid decks, but one is more like ocean, beach, mermaid, Little Mermaid, where this is like sirens of the sea. Ocean versus sea. There's a difference in my brain. So that's the oracle we're using. Love it. And then I was like, okay, we're kind of getting a little like, we're going into like the darker feel with that. So then the tarot was an of course for me. I'm using the Ocean Tarot, or it's the Oceanum Arcanae, the Ocean Tarot, which such a beautiful deck, and I think these pair together so nicely. So these are my decks for the month. I'm still using the same Loot deck, Witch's Kitchen. I've been going strong. We're on chapter 5, so I can't stop now, and I don't want to. I love it so much. I think it's great. And then, yeah, what else do I have? Oh, I have like I'm looking at over here because I've got a shelf that has like all that kind of stuff on it. But we have guardians throughout this, and mine is my dragon Thistle. And Thistle's deck is the Smoke, Ash, and Embers. So I've got that out too. I don't like to look ahead, so I kind of just pick decks for the theme, and then if I feel like I need something else, I will just use whatever I need. So, but sometimes we need like messages from our guardian, so that stays there. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm not using any special dice because I don't have like oceany themed dice. But I'm using this pretty set that Andy sent me with all these like fun colors. I don't know where the D4 is though, so gonna have to find that. But right now I need a D6 anyway, so yeah. Exciting! I'm on Wednesday now. So I already pulled a card, and it just was so good. So good. Hello. So, I have had the itch to reorganize all of my decks and this room. It seems to be that like every 6 months I want to do this, because the last time I did this was in December, January. Oh my gosh, dark. And I don't know. I think it just every, like, again, it seems to be like every 6 months I'm not good at keeping things tidy and organized. I know that about myself, and so I just get the urge to redo it and really just get it organized again. So that's what we're doing. And so, let me show you what I did. I pulled out every single deck, not following the advice of John Michelle saying, don't just make a big pile of your decks on your floor, because you might cry. And I did that. I did exactly that. And I'm feeling good. I think it's overwhelming to look at, so I've already started to like putting things places. Let's flip around. Here's what we got going on. I have not touched this. So I started out Tarot, Oracle. As you can see, we started with the Oracle decks. Tarot has not been touched. So, and then I've got the empty bins. Yes. Alright, so what I started with, again, it's not clear anymore because I've already gotten started, but this here is like whatever feels to me like something I would more so use the dark half of the year is there, light half of the year here, and then section at the end is neutral, so like I would see myself using it year-round, because that is how I tend to work with my decks, but I didn't really want to... How I used to really do it was like to split it by the 4 seasons, and I don't think it's as clear-cut as that for me. Where there is a clear dichotomy of when I use certain decks though, of like light half, dark half. So that's what we started with. And then what I'm doing is making subcategories. So I started with going into the light half of the year decks and being like, all right, what do I want to be using right now? Because that can go on the shelf where I usually grab decks from. And then I started noticing that there's this category of deck where I was like, I don't see myself using it as like my morning draw deck. but I think I would use it if I did readings at night, which I don't always do, but every once in a while. So I've got a bin here started for what feels like nighttime. I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. But then that bin, question mark? I don't know actually. I don't know how I feel about that bin. I think I want to use, I like the wooden crates a little bit better, just not really any reason. I just like how they look better. So, I don't know. But I've got this little pretty floral bin at the end. Right now it is like kind of self-care sort of decks. And then maybe this bin was gonna be like shadow work type deck. So my idea is with these two bins is there's two distinct ways that I go about when I kind of want to do some sort of healing work or working through something, and it's either that the vibe is I want it to be nice to me or I can handle harsher, and that's what's going on in these two bins. Now I'm remembering. Okay. What do I want to do? And then, so this is some of the darker half the year Oracle decks. This little bin is new decks or new to me decks that I haven't tried yet. So that's that. That's gonna stay the way it is. Okay. So here's the Oracle decks I want to be working with right now. My new thing I want to do is on this top shelf. I think I got this from watching Marlena's, what's she calling them? It's her collection videos that she's been posting. She's been talking about her top tier, top shelf decks. I was like, that's genius, because I do have decks that, I mean, they're favorites, I use them. And the other feature is that I would use them any time of year. That's what I think of as top shelf, because seasonally I have favorites, but to go on this shelf my thought is these are the decks that I want out year round. They're absolute favorites in that way. I use them for anything, anytime. Yes. And so that's my thought with this shelf here. So we've got just four so far that I love, because I end up putting them other places, or I don't know, it's like I'll tend to forget about these kinds of favorites just because I am trying to pull out other things to try out new things, but I think I'm really going to enjoy just having them front and center to be on display. So yeah. And then see how these shelves are built so that there's a section that sticks out on the end, and so I like to keep it where I'm using this section, you know what I mean? But then I use, or my idea is on the end, I've got collections, because I don't think I have it, I don't have this with tarot, but with Oracle decks, I've got some creators where it's like I've got all of their decks, and other key feature is I feel like they suit any time of year and look nice together. So we've got the illustrated trio here right now. This might be one that I put away in the darker half. I don't know, but for right now, that's there. These are the Matlock, the hair oracles, right? Yeah, that's his name. And then my Seasons of the Witch. So my idea with this, I'm excited about this. So I've got them in order, you know, the ones that are out so far, but I'm gonna put on display like this, whatever the current seasonal one is. So that way it flows in with the oracles I want to be using. I still see this because usually I would take this and put it in here, but so, you know, I remember to use it because out of sight, out of mind. So yes, I like how that looks. I think that's cool. And then now in the bench, what I was doing was, my thought was to make a bin of whatever is not in season right now, and I was gonna store it somewhere else. But realistically, I don't know. I just don't think I'm at a point, like a number of decks where I need to be putting them outside of this room. So I had in decks that were, you know, current season or coming up that I just wasn't working with right now, but I don't know. Because this closes and I cannot see through it, I'm going to forget about what's in here, so I felt like I kept having to like open it up and be like, wait, what's in here again? You know, that kind of thing. So I thought it would just be better to store in here the dark half of the year right now. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I'm excited about it. Yay! Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to do an update on my deck reorganization. Ignore all the stuff on the floor. I was looking for something. So, I don't remember what I showed, but we're just gonna go over it again. These are my current top shelf decks. Like, always want them around. Favorites, love them. Seasonal tarot that I want to be using right now. Oracle of the same. This is now my light half of the year tarot decks, which these two I was digging through, and light half the year oracles. This spin is new, or like new to anything new to me, tarot and oracle. I have in this bin as my cue to like try this out, you know what I mean? Like, we haven't worked with this yet, or things to review. So there's that. In my cedar chest now is everything dark half the year. So that works out because I still have access in case I want anything in there. But if anything's gonna be like kind of away, we can do that. So yes, this is just a fun thing. I enjoy this. This is one of those floating shelves, and I've got my Seasons of the Witch. And we've got, what are 2 more coming out? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to move the shelf down probably because, as you can see, we're at capacity there, but I'm putting like the current one facing out. Love that. These are some smaller decks that I wanted to keep out. I don't know. That's that. And under here, this is like my divine work decks. So anything like goddess, I don't know, that I relate to that topic is there. Where is... No, that's that. Okay. Then this is my Lenormand. Usually here. Right there. Now over here is anything that I consider shadow work is in this bin here. That doesn't go in there. Up here, usually, I've got it down now because I have to pick out my next decks. And I was using my other ones. Fellowship of the Weavers decks are here with my dice and stuff, so it's easy access. And these are my fandom decks with my ponies. Love that. And then over here are like more kind of inner childy decks. And then this bin is the only one that I'm like, I don't know. But I couldn't figure out anything else. But this is like truly just neutral. Like, I could use these year round. They don't feel like they have a specific season to me, or I just really like them, so they don't have a season. I'll use them year round, so yeah, that's that. But I think that's it. I am overall pleased. I think it feels much more together in here right now. Alright, in the words of Thea, Garden Goddess Tarot, mandatory garden update, shall we? So, my big project the last week has been putting in mulch. So we're in the front now, front gardens. These were a whole line of some very beautiful pink petunias. But I think a baby bunny nibbled some away yesterday. And that's okay. They'll grow back. And he was just a baby. But I've got these yellow ones too. I love them. This is new. This year I got a clematis. Isn't that beautiful? I love that so much. My holly, she is bouncing back and looking great. I do though. This is my azalea. She's gotta move. Because look how close I planted her to the house. No good, no good. So we're gonna move her. But that's a future me thing. This is a new planter this year and I love it so much. Got one up there. My hydrangea came back so beautifully. I got some new hostas. They're still little babies, but I think they will come back next year so big. Look at all the buds. I can't wait to see what color it comes up because I know it's dependent on the acidity of your soil. So when I planted her, she's hot pink, but I don't think that's the color she's gonna come up because I think pink requires more basic soil and I've got more acidic soil, which could make it like a blue, which I think is exciting. This is a new hydrangea. This is a limelight that should get really big, so I'm very excited about that. Then I redid this guy over here. You hear all the birds? It's like 6 a.m. right now. Around the well, I finished off this garden. I love how it came out. This is our well pump. So you've got some hostas, some annuals, what do you call it again? Sedum, and a Shasta daisy. I love her. I can't wait just till she's almost gonna get some flowers. All right, to the raised beds. This is my the broccoli cart, which look how beautiful these plants are. I mean, the plants are beautiful, and then I've also actually got all these little seedlings are rapini, spring rapini? Question mark? Oh, you don't belong there though. And I've got this cilantro, just random stuff. Oh, and a lot of dill back there. But I think you can see here, I took the main one off. I think this is south facing. I think it gets way too warm here for the broccoli. So next year, or you know what? I don't know. Sometime soon. This thing is heavy, so that's the only thing. I'm gonna move it to the north side of the house. I think it'll do better there, but still got some beautiful plants, and I started these from seed, so I'm so proud of that. This is my first year starting plants from seed, and it just came out great. I think that is, I don't know what you are. That might be the, interesting. I don't know what that plant is. We've got potatoes, doing great. This is my, have you seen these watering spikes? Isn't that so cool? I'm so pleased with them. I have to add a few more to this bed, but they're working out great. Things are doing awesome in here since I added these like automatic, they're just like terracotta watering spikes, so they just water as needed. So we've got clearly lettuce, a lot of random cilantro in here as well, which I should probably add parsley? Yeah, parsley. Oh, my zucchini has come up. Looks like we got too many plants over there. Have to move one of those. But yeah, I haven't picked any of the lettuce yet, but it's pretty. It's looking good. Now here are my tomato beds. I'm so excited about these. First of all, we've got some peppers, some hot peppers. They're still little tiny, especially that one. Don't really know why, but these two are getting bigger, which is nice. But then these two beds here, the main focus are the tomatoes. I added some terracotta pots here too for watering. I think it's called Oyas. It's kind of like the watering process. I want to say it's an indigenous watering process. Also game changing. Totally recommend. So you just fill these pots, if you haven't seen this, carefully with water. So you don't really have to completely water the plants every single day like I was doing. So, also look at this new marigold. It's the strawberry blonde. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed with that. But yeah, so we got a lot of tomatoes going on here. A lot of, excuse my sniffling. It's You know that early in the morning allergy thing? We've got a lot of early girl tomatoes. I did not start these from seed. I think a lot of my seedlings didn't really work out this year, and I think it's just because I didn't have it warm enough for them. But, so these are all purchased. That's a brandy wine, and I bought just like a big pack of early girls. So that's early girl. That was purchased? Yes, these 4. I've got some strawberries up here. How cute are they? Beautiful. Oh my gosh, so cute. Nasturtium growing in this cinder block. This is some borage. But this is an early girl that I did start from seed. So I had like 2 that got so big. The rest stayed pretty small. This is a Sweet 100. I started from seed. It's growing a little slower, but that's okay. And a black crim that I saved the seeds from last year. So that's where those are from. And over here, we've got this one called the Mortgage Lifter. Sounds fun. And these tomatoes I all started from seed, so you can see that they are much, much smaller. So we've got a Brandywine. I think that's another, I don't really remember. I planted them and did not do it in an orderly fashion, so it's gonna be a surprise. But this one I think is another Sweet 100. Alarm, okay. Roma tomato there. That one's doing okay. We've got a lot of peas growing up this trellis. And we've got another Roma over here that is pretty small. I don't know. So I think I need to do like a heat mat or something. I saw people talking about those online and I was like, what do you mean? But I think that's the issue. This is my new shade garden. She does not have mulch yet because I ran out. So this is almost done. This pretty much like here backwards is decently full shade all day. This plant here kind of gets that like dappled sunlight, and actually coming today is one more rose. I'm putting in one more rose right here that gets like morning sun, afternoon shade, and I got a variety that should be able to handle that. But isn't this beautiful? And what I like about this garden is pretty much, except for these are astilbes, I don't know how you say it. Other than those and the annual impatiens, I pretty much just found all these plants either already in my yard or from friends' yards. So isn't that so, I just think that's so fun. Like the hostas came from a friend. This is a wood poppy that came from a friend last year, and a wild ginger that came from a friend last year that I moved over to here. And these ferns just already grow in my yard. So yes. Now shall we get, oh, let's look at my seed sorting station. Is what I'm calling it. I'm really sniffling today. So we've got in here some celosia, which is doing okay. I feel like it's just stayed this size for a really long time. I don't know. And we've got some more zinnias, as you'll see, I need more zinnias, but I love them. And these are some 4 o'clocks I got from my coworker. Excited about those. Now let's get to the main attraction, shall we? I am so proud of how this turned out. Oh no, my hose got my hosta. So sorry, sir. Let's fluff you up. So a lot of this garden, well, we got quite a few plants from last year. A lot of things though I started from seed using the winter sowing method, so I am super proud of that. Including, these are a bunch of Shirley poppies here, and I love them. And there, I've got some more dill growing as sort of more to be like part of a butterfly garden, where in the other station it is to eat. This will be like, I'm gonna let it go to flower for butterflies. I love this alyssum, my absolute favorite. I don't know what's going on with you, why you look that way, but that's okay. It's so pretty. It smells so pretty. What else? What else? This is a new... Most of these are new roses, I should say. I got so many bare root roses from David Austin because, man, this is so much cheaper. But this is one that I truly just got because I was at the nursery classic and the woman there was like, "Did you see this one?" I'm like, "Oh no, no I didn't." And then she came home with me. What else? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So see, this is my sea of zinnias and cosmos kind of mixed together here, plus some snapdragons. These are snapdragons. We've got California poppies growing. There's one rose. I think, this is another thing, I did not label them before I planted them, thinking I would remember. And I remember some of them, but the ones I don't remember, it's this one and the one next to it. That's my house wren friend. They're stationed in that birdhouse. They're noisy little guys. So this is either the Poet's Wife or Desdemona. And then that is whatever this one isn't. My bee balm spread so big. I love it so much. I can't wait for that to flower. Let's cross the path. I'm also very pleased with that. We've got this new violet plant that it says it should pretty much bloom all summer, which I'm so excited about. I need to move this alyssum out from underneath it. But my oregano from last year, and this also is oregano. I'm not familiar, I didn't know there was different varieties, but I'm kind of letting this one go to flower because I'm curious. I'm curious. This rose is the Queen of Sweden. That I know. Over here we've got this is like a pink morning glory. I gotta attach that to the trellis. This is my new gazebo. What else? What else? What is that? That is some feverfew I planted from seed. I started some chamomile. I can't wait for that. We've got this scabiosa. I had this last year. So pretty. This is a new coreopsis, a different kind than what I had last year though. Oh, what happened to you here? Because mine didn't come back. I don't know. My dianthus did though, but it has not flowered yet, which is interesting. Because I feel like it should have by now, but I got a new geranium. That's been my obsession. A new color yarrow. And this is my mint bucket, which also had some petunias that got eaten. But again, it is okay. Balloon flowers that are coming back from last year. Now this is the Princess Anne rose. That should be like a deep pink. And that one is, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the one I got. It's another it's like a creamy pink rose. I can't remember. It'll come to me eventually. This is the hollyhock I planted last year. Oh, what a beautiful plant, right? So it'll flower this year. I cannot wait. And back here are my cone flowers. That is a salvia? I don't remember. I got some black-eyed Susans from a friend. This is a heavenly blue morning glory, the classic. And I got this is my other little pot and my new friend from Joann's. We've got lemon balm and strawberry mint in here, but it really does smell like strawberry. It's fascinating. This is my blanket flower, just about to open its first flower. I transplanted some just oxeye daisies that were growing in the front, and yeah, they're not looking so hot right now, but I think they'll bounce back. We'll see. We'll find out. Oh, hello, Mr. Bee. forget what kind of geranium this is, but this is new this year as well. And I love her. She's so pretty. My cat mint. This is my climbing rose from last year. She is doing amazing. She doesn't have any buds yet. This is the only rose that doesn't have any buds, but she didn't give that many flowers last year either. I have to keep an eye on her. She got, see, you can actually see, black spot, I think. That is, she seems to get diseases quite easy, so if anyone has any tips, please let me know, because she looks beautiful right now. And that would just be too bad if that's what happened. This is my yarrow from last year. She's got her flowers. This is a little tiny one from my friend's garden. We swapped because I bought yellow last year and she bought red, and our plan was to give a little piece to each other. So fun. I love these guys. Brunera. This is my Roxanne from last year with some sort of little bugs on it. Ewy. Oh, I've got my first rose open. This was from, oh, how beautiful. This was from last year. Growing pretty wonky because it got nibbled. And I'm just letting it do its thing. This is a double impatient. Apparently they've been around, according to my mom, but I was like, I've never seen these before, and I was so excited. They look like little roses. Oh, so pretty. And I've got some petunias in here as well that I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna move out the petunias because this guy's getting so big in there. Kind of the star of the show. My violas. And I moved this is a wood holder, but I moved it outside because we do not have like a wood burning fireplace anymore. Because basically the last guy built the chimney himself and just did not do it correctly, so yeah, we would have had to build a new chimney and, you know, no thanks. So they got nibbled. But when I was growing scarlet runner beans on here, I'm just gonna have to plant some new seeds, really, and just watch for the seedlings to pop up because I didn't realize they had. So they got kind of nibbled, but I think this one will bounce back. I don't know about this one. Got all of its leaves eaten, so I don't know. But I'm hoping they grow big up this, so I'm really excited about that. This is a little foxglove. She's little this year, but that's okay. And last but not least, but this is another rose from last year. This is my red one. So pretty. And last but not least now, I couldn't have a year without moonflowers considering how gorgeous mine were last year. So we have this, I found this stick. I planted it into the ground and that's going to be the trellis because my bench from last year is now over there. I don't think I showed that. I've got some sweet peas growing up there and some more scarlet runner beans, but when I moved it in the winter, I didn't account for the fact that I didn't realize it would get so shady. So the sweet peas are just kind of growing slow. I don't know. I'm not expecting a ton from them, but yeah, that's the update. Okay, let's wrap this month up with some favorites. I'm so excited. I've got quite a few things to share with you today, so I think we should get into it. And this month, oh my gosh, I've got a beauty section. So let's get into that first. And maybe I'll put timestamps. Maybe. We'll see. You'll know. You'll know by now if I do that. That sounds... Maybe. Let's get into the beauty stuff. So if you can't just skip this with a timestamp and you don't like this, so sorry. So sorry. And so the first thing I want to share about is nails, which mine are plain right now, so, you know, is what it is. But I, for the past few years, have gotten my nails done with gel nail polish about every other week, every third week with Paul's Sister, which is so much fun. Like, we have so much fun doing that. But that's probably been for 2 or 3 years now, consistently. And so my nails were destroyed, like really destroyed. And so it got to a point where it was like, my nails were so brittle, so stubby. And I was like, okay, I need to take a break from this. And it just kind of sort of happened that we just haven't been able to go for at least a month now, quite, if not longer, maybe 6 weeks. It's been a long time. So, but in that time, I have very much healed my nails. I can't even believe just like the difference even just 6 weeks has made, but absolutely in part thanks to an amazing recommendation from Lisa Papez, who we all know is a nail polish queen. She always has the best nail polish, so I asked her, I was like, help, like please. And she recommended to me these two like treatments from OPI, and the first one is the OPI Repair Mode. This is like a serum type thing you can put on your nails, and then the other is OPI Nail Envy. So both of these are kind of like a system where you apply them. This one is twice a day, this one is once a day for, it says like 7 days, like just do it kind of thing. And so I started out with the repair mode, because again, this is like a serum. So this more so, it's like, and this is how Lisa described it, and I was like, when she was saying it before I got it, I was like, I don't, like, what do you mean? But it feels like it's like sinking into your nail. Like you can like watch it happen. It's so cool. And anyway, so this is more like a serum, so it's not a polish that goes on. So I started out with this because I wanted to leave my nails bare so that they could just kind of breathe and heal themselves. So I did this for, I don't know if it was 6 or 7 days. 2 coats, morning and night, amazing. And then after that, this is more, to me it's more like a polish. And so I did this for, I don't know if I did this the full 6, 7 days, but quite a few days. And then this is, you start out by applying 2 coats, and then you do an additional coat every day. I think it was like for 6 days or something. And it almost feels like it's like giving your nails this protective barrier. So this followed with this, so good. And now even so, in between putting any sort of polish on my nails, I do always put this on in between. It says though that like you have to wipe this off beforehand, but often I'll just like, right after I take nail polish off, I'll put this on, and then I won't do my nails until next day kind of thing. So it's, you know, between washing my hands and whatever, it just comes off. And this though, I haven't used since, because I can't quite gather, like, I know you can use it along with nail polish, I just haven't looked up how and what. You know what I mean? So, such favorites. What a turnaround that has been. Yes. And so, then my treat, I told myself, I was like, okay, if I can get my nails to a better state, because all in all, what I've decided is still going to go get my nails done, because I love doing that, but I'm just going to get regular polish, because the gel just really was destroying my nails. And I know, because they say like, oh, if you just remove it correctly, it won't do that, and I was not removing it correctly for quite some time, but then I did, and it's still like, I don't know, it could just be that it was too far gone, but I'm gonna get regular polish. So I was like, okay, if I can strengthen my nails back up, and then I'm gonna stick to just regular polish, then I'm gonna treat myself with some new nail polishes, because I have nail polish, but again, it's years old, so a lot of it is all like gunked up and whatever, wasn't stored right between moves and stuff. So it's like, I want to get some like fancy nail polishes. And so also, of course, what would you call it, Lisa recommendation? I mean, this is where I heard of this brand, and I feel like so many of us probably have heard it from Lisa, unless maybe, I don't know, because I'm not involved in the beauty community. I used to watch so much of it. I love it. But anyway, regardless, I'm just talking. I got some Mooncat polishes. I got 3 of them with the sale they had. So, and I've used all 3. I got Garden of Evil, which is like a green with a purple shimmer. I got Artemis's Death Kiss, which is this like gray purple, and it's got more of like a pinky purple sheen. Oh yeah, you can see it there. And then this one is a Midsummer's Dream, which is a pink with this like blue shimmer, bluish shimmer. And oh my gosh, I feel like a little fairy princess wearing these. And I love them all. This one's my favorite, and this is one that I had a friend / coworker of mine see the nail polish and be like, oh my gosh, fairy princess. And I was like, I know. So obsessed. I'm so obsessed with these. I want more, but I'm sticking with these for now because I'm like, these are such good spring, summer. So we're gonna stick with those. And 3 is like the perfect selection to me. So yes, those are my nail favorites. I've got one more beauty favorite, and that is a new moisturizer I've been using. I don't usually use anything like, I don't know. I'm very much like a CeraVe kind of gal, but I've been wanting to switch it up because I don't know if it's apparent right now, but we're an adult acne gal. I really thought it was gonna be just the teenage, but no, she carries over. Thank you. Thanks, Mom, for those genetics. Anyway, so I've just been kind of switching up my skincare routine lately because whatever I was using, it was like, I was getting these breakouts, but then my skin was also just dry. It was this weird combination of like, what's going on? So I've been trying out more Korean skincare brands because I've heard so much about how like they do skincare really well. So I was like, okay, let's try some things, especially because you can get so much of it just on Amazon. So this has been my new favorite. This is the Beauty of Joseon Red Bean Water Gel. Oh my gosh, so good. If you are someone who has acne or like just oily skin or combination skin, because I would say I'm more combination because I do get dry. This is so good. And I was hesitant to try this because usually any kind of gel moisturizer, since it's like I've got that combination kind of skin, any part of me that is going to be dry, gel moisturizer usually, it just doesn't do it. It's not moisturizing enough. This one is. It feels so nice. It's like cooling going on. It feels so good, and just, I don't know. I feel like my skin's been looking so much better. It's been feeling better, which is most important to me because anyone hates dry skin, but like I hate it so much. I hate it so much, that feeling. So yes, big favorite. Okay, let's get into the books. I read 3 books in May. We are zooming with my reading goal. I'm kind of thinking I need to like readjust it because we're almost halfway through the year, and like, I don't know. I've been a bigger reader than I thought I would be, which is so fun. So let's start with the absolute favorite from the month. I don't even know how to put into words. My first read was The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. This is Leigh Bardugo's latest book. I haven't read any of her others. I plan to. As you can see, I've got the physical copy. No library barcode there because I bought it. Look at the edges. Look at the inside. Oh my gosh, pomegranates. I bought this because I loved it that much. I finished this. I got to work. I was like so close to finishing the book. So I got to work early one day so that I could finish reading it and then return our copy. I read the library's copy, and it was one of those things where it's like I finished the book and it felt like my whole world shifted. You know what I mean? It was like, what? And so then I was talking to the adult librarian about it, and it's like we had this whole conversation about the book where it was like basically we were just jointly unraveling different parts of it, and it was like, it's been so long since I've read a book where I was like, wait, I need to go back. I need to go back and read certain passages, because it's like, just based off the conversation we were having, I don't want to give too much away, but this was a gothic fantasy set in Spain. I'm not good at describing books without just giving things away, so I'm gonna leave it there. I think with any of these, I'm showing you the book and just saying how much I liked it, basically, because like I don't want to give too much away. But just know that I bought it because I was like, I need to go back. I need to own this. So good. So good. Oh my gosh. And my memory card is running out of space. So we're gonna take a pause and fix that. That keeps happening to me. Don't know why. Okay. And that was just because I truly did have just a lot on it. Throwing shade, my fault. Okay, so anyway, The Familiar. If you are a fantasy person, just read it. And like, give it time. That's what I'll say. Because I almost stopped reading this, but like, it's one of those where it's like, you gotta give it time. Oh, so good. So then, after that, I read Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Botanic. I'm gonna try and like put a picture so you can see the cover. And this was my first 3-star read of the year. Because usually if like I'm into a book and it doesn't feel like 4 stars to me, at least, I just don't finish it. Because, you know, I only got so much time. I want to read 4 stars. Excuse me, and above. This one I was kind of like, I kind of knew, but it's like, I don't know, the story was good. And I do wonder if I hadn't read this one right after The Familiar, would I have liked it more? Maybe. I think it just was like, whatever book came after reading The Familiar, it was like, couldn't compare. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this was a YA fantasy. I thought it was good. I liked the story. I thought it was a unique story. I think that's what happened. I gave it 3 stars. I think maybe I would have given it 4 if I just hadn't read it right after The Familiar, but I didn't. I'm happy I read it. I don't know. I didn't feel crazy about it personally, but it was good. It was good. That's all I have to say. And then the last book I read was Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. This is in the, what do you call that? Period of time. Can't think of it. Bridgerton era. Regency fairy tales. So Olivia Atwater has this whole collection of books that are retellings of fairy tales set in the Regency era. And so I don't actually know what fairy tale this one was based on, though, to be honest. Rumpelstiltskin? Maybe? I don't know. How I would describe this book, though, is Encyclopedia of Fairies meets Bridgerton, truly. Because it had this, like, it involved the fairy realm in such, like, an awesome way that the Encyclopedia of Fairies does, like, this very, like, true to what I feel like fairies are, but then had that Regency era. It was so fun. It was just a fun, quick read, is what I would say. I think it was, like, that's what I needed to be reading after The Familiar, because I went from a fantasy right to a another fantasy, and it was like, of course I'm gonna compare those two, where this was still a fantasy, but it was one that was, you know, it's meant to be lighter and more fun, you know what I mean? And I think, and there's, you know, romance and happy ending, and I think that's what I needed to be reading afterwards. So I so enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read more of them. It was such a good book. I just loved it so much. So those are my reads from May. Awesome. Okay, what else do we have? Decks now, I guess. I want to shout out to my journal, because we have a changing of the guards. Because this was the last month that was gonna fully fit in this journal. Can you even believe that? Ugh. I love this journal so much. It's from the Creeping Moon. I actually, like, I'm feeling sad that it's done. Like how thick it got with all my scrapbooking. So I had to mention that. But anyway, let's get into the deck favorites. So, first favorite of the month. That's not the right deck. Where did I put it? Hold on, I grabbed the just wrong deck. Okay. The Little Bird Tarot. You know what it is? Because I still have this, obviously, in an organza bag. So I just grabbed whatever deck I saw first in an organza bag. Okay. But this is the favorite. So this was recently funding on Kickstarter by Shayna D here on YouTube. And I was so lucky to be able to get a review copy of this. I've talked about this definitely before on here. I mean, I did a walkthrough. I've just been so thoroughly enjoying this deck. I am such a bird person. I love bird watching, bird identifying, everything about outdoor birds. I say that because I'm not a bird person in that, like, I want a bird as a pet. I've done that. Not my thing. But outside birds. Yes, and Shayna did such a good job of just intertwining birds and like the real facts about them into the tarot. And this has been so fun because it's this thing of like I get a really good message from the booklet that comes with it, which is the field guide. But also I learned something new about birds, so it's just been so fun. So that is absolutely a favorite of the month. I used that a ton. Any of these I show, just assume I used it a ton this month because that's the whole point. So good. And then the other one I have to mention will be no surprise. Unicorn's Journey Tarot. Do I even need to? We've all seen it. We all love it. This finished funding on Kickstarter. It did so both did so amazing. I'm so excited they both funded. I cannot wait to get the like full finished copies, but I used this a ton in May as well, especially in combination with an oracle I'm gonna show, and it never disappoints. It always gives me exactly what I need. I've been saying how the self-worth messages in them, like I've been using this deck daily because I'm like I need that self-worth message because it's so good. It's so good. So love it. Okay, then the other one that won't be a surprise is the Bee Tarot. Will she ever shut up about the Bee Tarot? No. No, I won't. I love it so much. It's so good. I want to use it all the time. It's like these three, this was May. You know what I mean? Like truly, I was just cycling between the three of them. And I really didn't use much else. It's so good. It's so good. And if you haven't seen in my new deck test pilot video, I'm doing a giveaway for a copy of the Bee Tarot, so check that out if you haven't. You can still enter through Wednesday, I think. I don't know, maybe? I think Wednesday. But yeah, oh my gosh, this is probably gonna show up in June too. So sorry, I love it so much. And the pairing I have found, that's also, I showed it in that test pilot video. Southern Botanic Oracle. These two decks together are just so amazing, and I'm so pleased because, like I was saying in that other video, I don't have an easy time pairing this Oracle, which makes me sad because the artwork is so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Same with the Southern Gothic. It's like the art is just something else entirely. So I would love to use it all the time, but I just didn't know a pairing, and then this came in. And now I can use this all the time because I want to be using this all the time too. So if you want to see more of the pairing, definitely check that last video out, but it's such a good Oracle, and again, the art, it's just something else, isn't it? I love it so much. Definitely a top plant deck for me. So good. So that's the Southern Botanic Oracle. And the last Oracle favorite is the one I said I was using a bunch with the Unicorn's Journey, and that is the How to Be a Wildflower deck by Katie Daisy. I know I'm so late to the party on these. These have been out for so long, but in case you haven't seen it, there's artwork on the back and then a message on the front that's filled with like just inspiring phrases, famous quotes, all sorts of different things with all sorts of different like image themes. And so this pairs perfectly with the Unicorn's Journey. But the other way I've been really liking to use this is in a Dawn Michelle style reading. I forget what she called this kind of reading, but it's where she lets the Oracle pick her tarot. So that has been so fun to do with this deck. I will shuffle and pull a card from this first, and based on the card I get from this, I'll pick out my tarot deck. Because even though, you know, it's like like Unicorn's Journey pairs with this, any card I get from this without fail. And it's a lot of just nature photos, but I mean, like if I pulled this, I could bring out a mushroom tarot. That could be a flower one. You know, this could be my bug themed one. So there's so many different directions you could go. I know there was a seashell one. I could bring out an ocean themed tarot. It's just been fun and just a way to mix up what I'm doing. And I just think this artwork is gorgeous. I got some new stationery from Katie Daisy. She has an Etsy shop. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. So, yes, absolutely loving this deck. And what else do I want to talk about here? I'll show you what I used for the Fellowship of the Weavers last but not least. So this month's theme was very much like coastal ocean mermaid themed. Mermaid's Cove, that's what it was the Mermaid's Cove. So I had to bring out my Myths and Mermaids Oracle, and I paired it with the Ocean Tarot, and what a good combo. I love too that it was like the vibe of the mermaids in this story was very much siren-like, which is what this deck gives me, and just it was so fun to like have this juxtaposition of decks, because like I always talk about with ocean themed decks, I don't use them a lot because I don't live near the ocean, so it doesn't feel applicable. So to have a reason to be like, I used all my like very like gardeny green decks from just my personal pulls, and then to do the Fellowship using these ocean themed decks, it was fun to have that juxtaposition. So I really liked those together. But I think that's all I got for you. So I'd love to hear what your favorites were from the month. Did you do anything fun? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. But other than that, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I'll see you again very soon.